All right, that's the the fight. Dealing with deserters. Weren't we supposed to persuade them to join our forces? Or why did we have to kill them? Also, you can see here that I've put in 100 hours into this. So that was the quest battle. We can pretty much just skip the day here. Or just end the day now. I know I have a ton of support conversations to go through. That's going to be like a big break time to go through. And then there's also instructions. Yeah, so instead of exploring in the monastery, I wanted to do some battling instead. So let's go through instructions. Are we like at the Knights of the Round Table or something? Are we at like a council meeting? This actually looks pretty cool. I honestly kind of wish that I recruited more people before this happened. Actually, yeah, let's change their goals. I wanted to look at Manuela's here. I need her to focus on reason. And I think... faith and reason? Is that okay? I think so. Or faith and sword. Yeah, faith and sword. Because she really needs that up there. Yuritsa is actually pretty unique. Because I've been looking it up at like what's the best class for him, and people have been saying that Death Knight is his best class. Other than that, he could be a Wyvern Lord. Because once he masters the class of Death Knight, he gets an ability called Counterattack, which is the exact thing that's been fucking me up when I first fought him. But other than that, I think he's good right now. Although maybe I should focus him more on different things. Like Lance is already at S, so maybe riding. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about their budding talents. I want to see what they are. Yuritsa has one for flying. Which I'll have to do that when he has max motivation. I didn't get to check what Manuela's was, but it looks like she doesn't have one. Apparently. Petra, she doesn't have one either. Dorothy is good. Bernadette is good. Caspar, none. Linhart, none. Ferdinand has one for heavy armor. Oh, wait. Do they have a budding talent because of their crests? I actually think so. It's probably because of their crests. So maybe if I did that, there's one for heavy armor here for Ferdinand, since he's pretty much done. I can do this for heavy armor.
I appreciate.
Look, Professor, we did great.
Nice. They got perfects. That should help Hubert with his writing skills. And that should end the day, or end the week. I've also got to mention that I was talking to Amanda after the recording session last time about what was actually going on in those scenes with Lady Rhea and stuff. And that actually would explain why Edelgard was being suspicious about her and why she abandoned them. And like she put it out clearly here. St. Sarosdale, there'll be a hymn, sure. Yeah, she was explaining it pretty well.
Professor,
I had a theory about it too, and I was actually a little bit true on it.
Pegasus dance with joy.
This is no good.
Let's see.
Sing from your diaphragm. Lo. Get it? Lo.
I was saying, like, I kind of had to figure out about the requirements before then, but even if I didn't, I would have still said yes. It was just for the sake of the Crimson Flower supports, especially Edelgard's. You can unlock it by accepting her requests. Yep, that's what I did.
Another
Oh,
game
she got...
of mortal risk.
Wait, that was Ferdinand who got Faith? That's not something that you should do, Ferdinand. You're not good with magic.
Thank you.
As
so
in the
much.
month of the tomb, you only get 2 weeks instead of 4. Oh, so if I did the tomb run instead of following with Edelgard, I get 2 weeks instead of 4. I heard that you handed a crushing defeat to those Fodlan Locket deserters. Sounds like after your little intervention, they've changed their tune and are back on our side. Thanks for keeping them in line. Okay, so it's just another battalion to do. The tomb thing was an entirely different thing, which I'm guessing you have witnessed crazy Rhea. I kinda did. Then I said, I'm just trying to wrap my head around about how Edelgard knew about the church and Rhea. And also how Rhea suddenly turned into rage. I mean, they are explained on and off, depending on route and what's happening, but since you're well ahead, Edelgard was the victim of experiments that gave her 2 crests, as she explains to you pre-time skip. Yeah, it was like I think it was in a support conversation that is required for the Crimson Flower route. Those experiments have been rumored with the church. Remember the beginning cutscene where the woman kicked that dude's ass and stabbed him? Oh, wait, and then she said, forget I asked that question, you'll figure that out in the later. I'm just wondering why Edelgard needed the crests. Basically, there are people feeding her info from another point of view. A lot doesn't get fully explained and not explained at all. Basically, Edelgard hates the idea of crests, which the church lives by. Oh, so it's like a religious thing. So going against their beliefs and all that. Because the crest took her family and then some. That's right. I thought my theory was like, I thought the church had something to do with Edelgard's family being taken away or like killing them with diseases and all that, but it was actually the experiment of like crests. Since I guess her whole family has been with like crests, that they've had like certain diseases because of that. And I guess that's why I guess that's the reason why Edelgard hates the religious belief of crest, because that killed her family. By having too much crest in your body, for some reason, kills you. And I've now noticed that Edelgard has 2. Wouldn't she be in danger? That's what I'm now wondering. Like, wouldn't that danger her in some way? I wanted to go through certifications here. Yeah, let me see about saving here. I can do this and then watch through some support conversations. I know... Is Hubert ready to be a Dark Knight? Ugh, 52% chance. I don't know if I would risk it. Bernadetta, on the other hand, 100%. Here we go. She is ready to become a bow knight. She can ride a horse and use a bow at the same time. That really just feels like my team is fully capable of dying by archers. Okay, so I guess if I look here... Well, I guess some of them do. Maybe that'll be explained during battle. Okay. Manuela, I wanted to give her Swordmaster. I think that's the way to get to Mortal Savant.
Well,
So then if we look here, Mortal Savant, she has a good sword level. She just needs that reason. And I think if I look backwards, maybe I can make her into a monk. Okay, yeah, since she has a really good sword skill level right now, I want to make her into a monk. I think that's how that works. Yeah, if I do this in the beginner class, she can actually learn about reason magic. Hopefully, so that she can actually learn dark magic. Petra, I know you needed to be a Wyvern Lord, so we'll do that.
I have success.
Alright, cool. So I think everybody's up to their masterclass now, except for Hubert. Which, oh, and also Manuela. Which I feel like if I did this... It has like a 52% chance, though. Would I be able to do this? Oh, wow. That was so fucking fast. Never mind, he's a Dark Knight. Perfect.
I've passed, have I?
That's your stat bonus? You couldn't give that to fucking... You couldn't give that to fucking defense? Okay. Well, since, if I look at Yuritsa, his defense is 33. If I did that to Hubert... Oh no, he did get more defense. He got a +2. But still, now that he's actually a Dark Knight now he can finally get some more defense. So now everybody except for these two characters have a master class. I'm just gonna have to get Manuela to learn some dark magic so that she can become this, a mortal savant. There is actually a lot to go through here for a support conversation, so good luck.
And that concludes my report.
Hubert, I can't shake the feeling that you're keeping more secrets from me.
I have told you before, there are secrets even I am unwilling to share.
I remember. However, I am the Emperor now. If the Minister of the Imperial Household does not obey his orders, I have the right to execute him.
I fear you have misunderstood me, Your Majesty. It is true that I am officially your minister, but such titles are of little significance to me. I serve you purely out of personal devotion. Perhaps there was a time when I served the Imperial line due to my duty as a member of House Vestra. But since you returned from the kingdom, my loyalty has been to you alone.
I see. Then you are unwilling to obey my orders as Emperor?
Correct. If you prefer to treat this formally, then charge me with a crime. I will gladly offer up my neck to the executioner.
You know I would never do such a thing, and that I pay no heed to the title you bear. It is your own presence and capabilities that I value so highly, Hubert. Titles are meaningless next to such things. Our families have no bearing on this matter, nor does the Empire itself.
In that case, Lady Edelgard, I ask you to turn a blind eye to my secrets. They're trifles, beneath your notice. Best I handle them alone. You should focus on the path ahead of you. The Scarlet Path I have carefully prepared. Whether that path is red with blood is not something you need trouble yourself over.
As Emperor, I'm obliged to accept that answer. However, as your friend, it irritates me to no end. You speak often of painting the path I walk, yet you do so in secret. I am the one you serve, but you refuse to let me in. I trust you, Hubert, and that is precisely why I want to know everything. Your secret hopes and burdens, all of it. If I'm truly the center of your world, then I wish you would trust me as well as I trust you.
Very well. You have me beaten. I will tell you as much as I am able. From the assassins I've eliminated, to the gold I've spent on bribes, to the identity of the one I love.
You? In love? Whoever could it... Oh, I've got it! I should have known all along!
You already suspect. I had really hoped to keep this secret from you.
Enough teasing. Tell me her name, Hubert.
It is you, Lady Edelgard. Did you ever really doubt?
Hubert, you never cease to surprise me. Standing tall, I see.
Edelgard, hello. What do you think of this horse? An equine marvel, no? Look how intelligent he is. You can see it in his face. Certainly much smarter than your horse.
Oh, what a lovely bloom.
Behold, Edelgard. Do you see this blood-red bloom? This is much more impressive than the pale little sprigs you have there. And as I'm sure you know, redness symbolizes courage and strength.
Ferdinand, stop. I can't believe you're wasting my time with a petty one-sided rivalry.
What are you complaining about? You told me not to publish my pamphlet, and I complied.
I've had enough of your foolish antics. Very well. I will grant you the duel you so desperately desire. But when I win, you must forfeit the right to bother me with your ridiculousness. Forever. Do we have a deal?
Ah, so you'll fight me after all? Wonderful. To battle, then! All right, Edelgard. Have at me!
As you wish. Ha!
It only took you one blow? How?
I can't afford to hold back against an opponent like you. I led with my fastest, strongest strike.
Fastest and strongest? You're just flattering me. I have been defeated. Utterly. I cannot believe I was foolish enough to challenge such a plainly superior opponent.
The difference in our skill level is not so great as all that. If you had taken the first strike, you might have won. That's why I didn't give you the chance.
I do not think talent is what separates us so much as readiness. I had not the faintest idea of what to expect from a real duel. I was playing, but you were not. That such an ill-prepared noble would think to challenge you? It is laughable.
Ferdinand.
Jeez, all that talk about wanting to challenge her, and she just one-shotted you. What a skill issue. Holy shit. Also, it seems like Hubert finally confessed his feelings for Edelgard. He was really simping for after all.
Linhart, I finally found you.
These structures were built more than 1,000 years ago and still remain. Amazing. Most interesting, there's a pattern to the saints' emblems carved into each of the sarcophagi. Here, you'll see if you come take a look.
Perhaps another time. Right now, I have something to discuss with you. You've said before that you don't care about the usefulness of your research. After giving it some thought, I decided that I'd like to create an institution for crest and relic research, and I'd like for you to lead it. All you would need to do is carry out whatever research you like. Somebody else will decide how to make use of your findings. What do you think? I imagine such an environment would suit you quite well.
Let's be clear that I have my reservations, but I suppose I'll take you up on your offer, if you insist. Although I'm unsure if it's a good idea. If my research dries up, you'll be stuck with a worthless institute. I do hope you understand that, Your Majesty.
Why are you skeptical about my proposal?
It's because all I've ever cared about is following my own curiosity, wherever it takes me. Being head of some institution and researching as part of an organized team sounds like no fun at all. At that point, it's not research, it's just a job, and one I've been practically forced into at that. However, since I know you've put a lot of effort into preparing this opportunity for me, and since I like you well enough, I will begrudgingly take you up on the offer.
Well then, I suppose I should be grateful. But I'll be honest. I see little point in bringing you on board if you're so troubled by the idea. Let's put this idea on hold for the moment. I'll figure something out for you by war's end. I have great respect for your talent, Linhardt. I'm certain I can find a way to make use of it that's to your liking.
Linhardt really wanted to have some independent studies. But since it's Edelgard and she is his friend, then he'll take up on that offer.
Huh? What's wrong, Edelgard?
Why do you ask?
You always look at me funny, but right now you're looking at me more normal.
You can seem rather oblivious, but then you go and shock me with your keen insight.
Whoa, it's a little harsh.
Is it? You only have yourself to blame for the reputation. As for me, I've always thought of you as something of a victim.
What is that supposed to mean?
I mean, you're a victim of Fodlan's antiquated system of nobility. You're skilled and you work hard, yet you still play second fiddle to your less capable older brother. Even still, you fight on, not allowing yourself to be discouraged by it all. People like you help to fuel my fire. If I can only smash this rotten system, I could save you.
You've always got a whole lot to say about your grand plans for the future.
Just hear me out. I've realized that I was wrong about you. I can now see that you've found a way to live the life you want to live. Simply put, you love working hard, and you love training. You don't know the meaning of surrender. I never thought such a genuine person could really exist.
That's a lot to take in. You're not too far off, though. I try to live life the way I want to. I wasn't that way when we first met, but I've changed since then. Nowadays, what you see is what you get.
It doesn't matter that you have burdens to bear. Despite that, you never stray from your path. You don't let anything tie you down. I can hardly imagine a life like that. To be honest, I'm a bit jealous.
Well, I don't think I could live the way you do, but I admire you for sticking to it. You never let your burdens get you down. You try to push through them instead. If I'm being honest, I changed my mind about you a while back.
Is that so?
You can be real critical of yourself, and you admit it when you make a mistake.
That's true. I certainly make mistakes, but I feel it's important to own up to them.
I probably make twice as many mistakes as you, but I don't notice half of them.
This is no laughing matter, Caspar. Then again, that's part of how you choose to live as well, isn't it?
That it is. But it doesn't change what I promised before. I'm gonna keep fighting for you, Edelgard. Even if we don't live our lives the same way, I'll help cut a path through so you can follow safely behind.
I don't doubt it. The future is ours, Caspar. I'm counting on you to help clear the way.
Gardening with you is a lot of fun, Lady Edelgard.
I feel the same. You know so much about it, Bernadetta.
I looked after flowers a lot back home. I like them. They don't talk, they don't get angry, they don't hit you. And they're sweet.
They are sweet. Unlike people, they can all be trusted on sight.
You're sweet too, Lady Edelgard. I mean, not sweet, but, you know what I mean. You can talk or even get angry all you want.
Well, I'll strive to avoid getting angry.
You're really kind. I'm less scared of you than I used to be. Most nobles are terrifying. I've had lots of bad experiences with them. But getting the chance to talk to you like this makes me glad I came to the monastery.
I'm glad too. You made quite a few friends at the academy, didn't you? I had heard rumors about the reclusive daughter of House Varley, but you're nothing like I imagined.
Rumors? About me? Just pretend you didn't hear anything.
There's no need to be embarrassed. Rumors are meaningless. All that matters is the truth.
You're right. I'm not really a recluse now anyway. Not since I came to the monastery. I won't let the rumors bother me.
I'm happy to hear it. Actually, I should thank you.
Thank me? What for? Wait, do you mean you need to thank me for all the times I've made you mad? You do, don't you?
That mind of yours, no, I mean the grateful sort of thanks. Before I met you, I was more prone to anger, but now I've changed in that regard. So, thank you for that. Oh, I suppose you're not listening.
Oh, I'm done for! 5 years worth of resentment is about to crash down on me all at once! Ah!
It's okay, Bernadetta. I'm thanking you, not attacking you.
Oh, I jumped to conclusions again, didn't I?
You did, yes. But don't worry about it. Enough talk, don't you think? Let's take care of these sweet little plants.
Right. Okay. Thank you.
Bernadetta, I hope you'll keep spending time with me.
Of course I will. Hey, look! This flower's just about ready to bloom.
So it is. I can't wait to see its true colors.
That is so sweet. I really love this side of Bernadetta. She's actually being more self-aware about herself and not like jumping to conclusions that fast or hard. She's actually opening up to people, especially with the Black Eagles.
Hey, Adie, take a look at this. I received it as a gift. It was sent from... I don't remember. Anyway, the point is...
Dorothea, when you receive a gift, don't you think you should try to remember who it's from?
You're right. That's a little thoughtless of me.
What's gotten into you lately? You seem mostly uninterested in the various suitors throwing themselves at you. Is something on your mind?
Oh, don't worry about me. Everything's fine. I'm just not that interested in certain men.
Do you have any idea why?
Well, I do have an inkling.
You seem reluctant to tell me. Is it somehow my fault?
No, nothing like that. Okay, I suppose you're not completely wrong, but...
How do you mean? Please, just say what's on your mind.
When the two of us are together, talking like this, somehow I don't feel like I care about my troubles with love anymore. So it's fine.
There's nothing wrong with that, of course. But it seems we should get to the bottom of such a drastic change. Maybe we can figure it out if we just...
Adie, I'm telling you, I'm fine. If you push me any further, I'll write an opera about you. I'll do it right here and now. And then I'll sing it in your face.
Settle down, Dorothea. I can take a hint. If you insist, I'll drop the subject. Whatever you do, don't write more opera lines about me. My cheeks are probably still red from your last performance.
Well, I can't promise anything. But if I try real hard, by the time the war is over, I might just have an opera written, starring you. No need to worry though, Adie. I'll be fabulous as you. A performance they'll rave about for years.
The frightening part is that I don't know whether you're joking or not. But I do regret to inform you that you won't be playing the role of Edelgard.
Why's that?
Don't you see? No story about me would be complete without the character of Dorothea. It would be ridiculous for you to play me instead of yourself.
Adie, you really are something special, aren't you?
Remember, be yourself.
I have been watching you in secrecy, Edelgard. But you and Hubert were noticing me, correct?
Well, if you intend to shadow us like that, you can be sure it won't escape our notice. Hubert was primed and ready to remove you. I ordered him to stand down.
You have my thanks. I have been making a decision that I am wanting to learn from you. I was thinking it was enough to be shooting one bird with one arrow. But after speaking with you, I trained with hardness. Now I can be shooting 2 birds with 1 arrow.
2 pheasants? Are you implying that...
Yes, a single arrow.
That's astounding, Petra. It's perhaps a bit late to explain now, but what I was getting at earlier was actually...
I am having a joke.
You... come again?
I really was shooting these birds with 1 arrow, but my joke is that I did have understanding about what you told me. I took it to my heart.
Did you know?
You are a person with great bluntness. I am admiring of you. As an emperor, a commander, a warrior, and a friend, you are excelling at all that you do. All of the Empire is resting on your shoulders, and that is including Brigid, too. I will not be falling behind you. I will be carrying Brigid on my shoulders, too. And one day, you and I will be facing each other, and we will be shaking hands.
Yes, that much is certain. I can see that you no longer need me to look out for you. You and I are much the same. We dutifully shoulder our burdens and stand tall no matter what. It would be foolish of me to deny it.
Your words give me great joy. And it also gave me joy to see you being flustered when I was showing you the birds.
A cheap trick, to be sure, but inarguably funny. To think that you went to all the trouble of shooting 2 pheasants at once for the sake of a joke. Well played, Petra.
We both are growing every day. I hope we will keep doing so.
Professor Manuela, may I come in? This room, what happened here?
Oh, nothing out of the ordinary. Why? Is something the matter?
No, I just... can I help you tidy up? Actually, I have to know. How did you make such a mess in the first place?
Please don't ask for the details. Suffice to say, my room always looks like this after I've been dumped.
Oh, right. Well, let's see what we can do about it.
Your help was unexpected, but appreciated, Edelgard. Now, what can I do for you?
I heard that you haven't been acting like yourself, so I came to see if you're doing all right. But the moment I saw you, I could tell you were troubled, so it seemed pointless to ask.
I suppose it was rather obvious, wasn't it? Perhaps I should stop being quite so dramatic. All the same, dear, I'd like to repay you for helping me out. Name your prize.
I don't need a reward, but if you wouldn't mind answering my question, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Of course. What is it?
I once asked you why you chose to retire. You said that the goddess supports you emotionally, but it's up to you to take care of the rest. I have to admit that I don't quite understand what you meant by that. Can you please explain?
Did I say that? I suppose so. From joining the Middle Franc Opera Company to becoming a diva of the grand stage. I went through so much to achieve what I did. Looking back, I don't know how I made it.
What happened during that time?
A lot. My divinely gifted voice only got me to the edge of the stage. From there, I had to work hard to defeat my rivals. I did all of this by myself, through sheer force of will. All so I could stand center stage.
Ah, I see I was wrong about something. I thought that being a devout believer implied a certain weakness of spirit, an inability to survive on your own. But you've proven me wrong, Professor Manuela.